Any copyrights to anything said or played in this party.
Picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the BYU Cougars. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Notre Dame head coach told me before the game, he told me they understand every ranked matchup becomes a measuring stick when you're carrying a top 10 ranking. They got off to a strong start last week, 1-0 on the season, but that doesn't matter. He said, we will be good if we execute each and every game. Keeps talking to the players in the locker room about the sky is the limit for this team, but it will take one game at a time, and he thinks this is the team that can do it. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking for a crease. It's White. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Oh, Big hit knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. Looking left. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
BYU with the 1st and 10. From the gun, it's White. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Turns it upfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Touchdown, Cougar! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on 4th down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Breaks into the open. Crosses midfield.
Oh.
He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Fighting Irish. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. From deep, it's Hurtado. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. On the ground, it's White. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are
most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Rush right in his face. Just got rid of that one.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set.
Oh, he
Can't
dropped it.
hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion now.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
They'll run him again. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Irish. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Quarterback signaling to his guy. First play of this drive. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The run inside. It's White. He's past the stick. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45, before going out of bounds. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's White. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the 2nd ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Just watching him run back there.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Snapped on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
A run to the right. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the 1st quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Handoff for Jarrett. To the 15. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And how about the backup, man? His first touch, he makes a big play in the running game. That is exactly how you earn more carries. He's not a guy that's leaned on to get those starter reps, to get the #1 reps. But when you do that, I promise you, you'll start to earn more reps with this offense.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Got it on the stop.
Man, the red zone, the field starts to shrink as a defense. I don't drop as far in my drop step. I got to understand, I'm getting back quick, but that ball's going to come out. Nice job on the defense reacting to the pass and going and making a physical tackle.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Here's Gibson. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One thing this team has shown earlier this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their 1st game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Takes the handoff, it's White. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Just feeds the running back. There he goes. Inside the 50. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. Second and long here. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. BYU right back to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Out wide left, it's White. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the 1st down, and let's see if they go for it here. Making the adjustment on the play. Got to make the play on 4th. Looking down the middle. That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Knocked down, but not before he gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble. Will be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Cougars with the 1st and 10. On the run, it's White. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The Fighting Irish called their 1st timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Calls his own number. They knock him down right there. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! Made the grab in the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. It's Porter. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Throwing, Carr. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's a great play by you, young boy. It's a great play. I thought you was beat. It's a great play.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hits the hole. It's White. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. BYU lines up quickly. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Pulls and fired complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He fires to the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. BYU with the 1st and 10. Changing the routes with his receiver. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Casper. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Lions. Touchdown, Cougars. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the middle. In traffic, it's Barres. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Left side is Gilbert. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Absolutely perfect. And they go back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it out nearly to the 35-yard line, corralled and brought down. They'll mark it at the 34. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Casper. After the filthy move, he's got room. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with Tennessee taking on the number 3 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Volunteers looking for a 2nd win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the 1st half. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Here's a give to Gibson. Across the 45. Turning it on. Past the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And how about this, though, man? Picking up right where they left off, putting up points, being explosive, being a threat. You thought at half maybe the defense would come up with some answers. So far, 1st drive, no answers to be found.
And he tacks on the extra point. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. So this 2nd half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer. Racing down the left side. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, BYU.
And offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And the point after is good.
Number 89,
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Gonna run it. It's Mobley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Throws to the wideout.
Oh, that's a...
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Carr fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Hey, man, you got to love the way the defense plays this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special teams. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right side, it's Smith. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Making the adjustment. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Firing for the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up 4th down. You could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Hits inside. It's White. He's stopped.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing...
I'm tired. Oh, he's not tired. Oh, Westerman's tired. Don't finish the game for us there.
Hill, they've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Buckmeyer. Quick catch. He gets it inside the 25. They'll stop him at the 24. Not enough for the first down, and it's a fourth down decision time coming.
Go for it.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for him.
No!
Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Hell no. Get out here. Get out. Get out, bro. Get out. Fuck off. She just pissed me off. No way. That's a what? It's a perfect play call, bro. Great play call. Great placement. No pressure. That's crazy.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Straight ahead, it's Mobley. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You just came back in.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down instead of a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They give it to him again. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Clouds his way ahead. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What a game he's had. Third touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing.
He seemed fresh. That's crazy, though. How does he
bounces through the end zone? It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
80-something overall quarter like that. That's crazy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
Second and long here. Takes a snap. Wants to throw.
Oh, that's the wrong button.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Good job right there.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Needs it here on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Open on the right side. That's Smith. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Watch that.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Found the spot in the defense. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
That's a miss as an OC. He's come to the sidelines and listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route, but either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have to do a better job being on the same page.
Back to pass on 2nd down. This time he's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. BYU right back to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. We can only imagine more fireworks ahead here in the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On the move. Touchdown, BYU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's Mobley. Into the secondary on the right. Touchdown, Irish. Rolled his way into the end zone.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Freaking Texas round.
A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Oh, he wants it all. Pulls it in down the sideline. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Cougars, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. He's changing the play. Drops back on first down. They're all over him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just on the midfield stripe at the 49. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. BYU lines up quickly.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
I'll tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Running inside. It's White. Makes the tackle. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback changing the play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Look out! He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Here come the Irish back on offense. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Got the tight end outside. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gibson. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win them?
Makes the catch, and he's free. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it with Gibson. Stop right there.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide right, it's Cobb. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Maybe some room here. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. Here's Gibson one more time. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this two-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents. That's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
Wide receiver going in motion. On the run, it's Mobley. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
And off Gibson, working left. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.